For level 1, this is now Inner Chains. We're going to find all the letters in the game. Also, there are multiple duplicate letters, so I will show them as well. Chapter 1. At the very beginning, once you go outside, you will find a man running away to the altar. Right next to him, you will find the letter just on the right. Just interact with one of the tombstones and you'll get the letter achievement. Also, just for your information, if you do see a letter that says duplicate letter, you don't have to get it if you've already got the achievement. Entirely up to you. Not that far away, once you get to the burning statue, you will find a letter just to the right hand side. Just interact with the tombstone and you'll be done. Now for the letter R, there is two ways we can do this. So once we go past the statue and continue on as normal, you can go up to the path to the left, or if you keep going down straight down the path and then you can climb the steps to the left. This should also avoid you going through this graveyard of bloody vines, so. And now letter A is not that far away once again, so once you go into the caves and then go to the bottom and right next to them two cages you see just in front, it will just be to the left. Now once you go inside, you will see multiple burning objects. I can't remember exactly what you want to call these things, but I know the specific name, but I can't remember. Anyway, once you're going along, you will find quite a lot of people messing around with the fire or just standing around. But this one's tucked away in a dark area to the left hand side in this fire room, and this will be the letter L. And now this letter will be located at the very start, so once you start the level and you're able to move, do a 180, go through the barricade, so press on this switch. Now follow this corridor down to the right. Then you will find another barrier, but right next to the barrier switch you should hopefully find the next letter. Well, I'll say right next to it, but it's on the opposite wall. But you can't really miss it anyway. Oh wait a minute, never mind. The switch is right next to you. Doopy doop. So once you go through the crawl space and find your gun for the first time, can't really miss it because you have to grab it. Also, I won't speak throughout this clip. This clip's pretty long, so just watch what I do and you'll be good. Once you've got the letter K, eventually you'll find yourself coming down this walkway, and eventually you will drop down and you can't get back up. Now the correct way to go is when you drop down is to the left, but if you want to go to the right and go behind the steps you have came down to find the letter D. Now letter C I was going to do from the last location, but we're still in the same place, I just couldn't go back. So once you go through the gate will lock behind you and you can't return back. So this one is quite a ways ahead, but eventually you will see a lot of people on this bridge here. You will find another bridge similar to this one, but this is not the right area. But once you get here, as soon as you go down the slope, just take a sharp right and you should hopefully see this next one. Letter P, location. Now this letter is located where the fire traps are. So once you get round here, you will be greeted with the fire traps. Now in this area, if you keep on going around, and also keep looking to the right slightly, you should hopefully see this next letter. Not long after getting the last letter, you eventually will get to this location here where you'll find that there's some reeds or whatever they're called. So to the right here, there'll be covered in reeds. So use your flamethrower to destroy them. And in this same area, you'll find the next letter. Also in this area as well, there'll be, I think there's 2 people that can shoot you with electric guns. So now letter G. Once we get in the area with loads of force shields or barriers, there's about 4 of them in this location. Well, kind of ignore what I'm doing because I shouldn't be here anyway. So the letter is located in the left side barrier of the 3 that are together. Sorry, there's 2. Sorry, I thought there's 3 together. But anyways, on the left side, destroy the reeds with your flamethrower, or vines, sorry, and then grab the letter. Chapter 3, and your next letter will be letter Z. So this letter is pretty much closed from the start of the chapter, but as you go down onto the walkway here to the left, if you go to the right before we go left, interact with the tomb, and that will be number Z, or not, sorry, letter. So for this letter, once you find some vines covering one of the main doors we need to go through, once you go through that door, just stay to the right, you will find a very small altar containing your letter. So this is one of the first duplicate letters. So this is entirely up to you if you want to get it or not, or just skip ahead. But once you're in this area, you can't miss this area specifically, but you can actually miss the letter. Because there's 2 ways that you can go, and then you'll get to a point of no return and you'll miss the letter. But once you get into the room, just stay to the left and go up to the 2nd floor. Now follow this around and eventually you'll find a switch. Oh, it's not really hidden, but it's just to the right side. Then once you press that, this barrier will come up, and then you can walk on it, and then you can grab the letter. So like I said before, if there's any duplicate letters, just skip ahead. There's quite a few duplicate letters as well. Once you get to this massive altar, this one's pretty noticeable, so hopefully you shouldn't miss it. But once you go up the steps, go to the right and go to the side of the steps going up. Now just follow this only path you can go on the right side, and hopefully you should find the next letter. Alright, so for this letter I, once you head down these steps, you'll notice these two fires here. This area is pretty noticeable as well, but just to be warned, you can come from a different location. So once you see these two fires in between the steps, now we'll go left and go into the back area. You'll find a very small altar. This will be your letter I. Now once you're in this area, you should hopefully notice a spiral staircase. Do not go into the spiral staircase just yet, because that's where you need to go anyway. But in this area, if you go around the corner, you'll find some ammo and then your letter. Now letter E, this is the duplicate letter again. So this is optional, you don't need to get it. So once you go outside, fight a few people, go back inside, get a checkpoint. And then in this area here, you will find 3 guys protecting this area. Now once you've done that, head up the steps. So once you get to the top of the steps, if you go right now and then follow the path around, do not go down steps, just keep going around, use the flamethrower on the vine, and then hopefully you should see the next letter E. This is located on top of the altar where them 3 guys were gardening. So letter R, this is another duplicate letter. Once you go down the steps, you'll see a lot of blood everywhere. Now in the next area, and also that's a checkpoint you get as well coming down here. So in the next area, you'll find a new enemy type. In this same room, you will find your letter. Now letter V. Quite a ways into the level again. Eventually you'll get here. And you'll find something in the middle. Look like a penis. But once you go to the right, once you see that penis, and then you'll find the letter V. Now letter N. This is very close now to the end of the chapter. So once you get to the red barrier, you will walk through it. You should more than likely get a cutscene.
There is only one lady.
And all that good stuff. Go the only way you can.
And our torch in the darkest of tunnels.
As soon as you head down this ramp, or the pillar, sorry, do a 180. And you should hopefully find this letter in this location. Just go to the very top and you'll find it.
Teachers and witches shall burn in the name of the Lord.
Chapter 4. This one isn't from the starting location of the chapter. But eventually you'll get to this part. There's steps going down, not steps, but there's a ramp going down, and to the left there's a guy. When you keep going down, there'll be some fire here to the right. Ignore that for now. Go up this ramp here. And then you'll find the letter J just to the left. And also if you keep carrying on to the right, you will notice some more fire traps. Letter X. Once you carried on a bit further, and eventually a gate will shut down beneath you. So the letter X is located straight away in front of you where you see a fire trap. And now keep on going around to the very, very back side and you will find the next tomb. Or the gravestone thing. So heading back to where that gate was that shut down behind us again. Letter O is located on the left side this time. And then the letter you should see right now directly in front of you. Just jump up and grab it. So the next letter is once you get to the outside area. Also, I like to recommend, since I've recorded this slightly different, I recommend ignore and go for the letter B for now. Go to the right side where the vines are to find your letter T, and then come back to letter B and then get W. The reason why we didn't do it, well, I didn't do it, is because I didn't record it correctly and I've already beaten the game. I didn't want to go through the whole level again. But anyway, once you reach outside, you will find your letter B just to the left. Just go down the ramp and turn left. Press the switch. This will deactivate the barrier. And then we go up the steps or the bridge. Then go behind the wall to find the letter W. And then, like I said, the letter T is, you literally have to jump down again and come back up. So you might have to do T first before getting W. And the letter T is located on the back end of this wall here, just to the right of us slightly, where the red vines are. So letter Q is once we go back up the ramp, head up the bridge again, all that stuff. And this is where you be. The area looks like an attic. Or the loft, I should say. And then you'll find this letter just to the right hand side, just next to that sucky sucky thing. Or sorry, above the sucky sucky thing, whatever you call it. And this will be your final letter. So if you get this letter and now you've got all the achievements, you don't have to watch the video no more. So you can just quit the game if you want to.